I released a podcast interview I did with my great friend A.D. Dolphin. He owns D Herbs, which is the largest black-owned herbal supplement company in the entire world. He's appeared on the Steve Harvey Show, many television shows. The dude's crushing it, to say the least. We spoke about many things in this podcast, but the one thing that really stood out to me, I actually have it as a clip on my podcast Instagram page, is the fact that AD knows what he's great at. And he said in the interview, Nate, you can put me in any business, along with my other team members. There's three of them that are really the core ones. It's him, his brother, and this other girl. He said, you can put us in any business and we're always going to be successful. And I was like, why is that? He said, because we know what works. I know what my role is. She knows what her role is. My brother knows what his role is. And we always stick to that. And I thought about that, and it's really simple. Now, in order to get to that point, when you know what works best for you, you first have to identify, what are you really great at? What are your strengths? Maybe it's in your business. What are your strengths in your business? I remember, guys, early on, I was thinking, man, I'm not good at running Facebook ads, right? Because the marketing company I own, Symbol Marketing, I tried running ads, but I'm thinking, man, I'm not passionate about this. I'm not passionate about creating websites. Heck no. So you know what we did? Since I'm not passionate about that, and I'm passionate about helping people, but I'm passionate about simply identifying what a business or a brand, what their problem is, and just really sympathizing with them. Having them talk to me like what it is that they're going through. And then, hey, this is exactly how we can help you. But the thing is, I'm not even the one that's really doing it. I got people that do that for me. All I'm doing is simply hearing them out, feeling the vibes, forming that harmony, because that's huge, guys. If you don't have harmony in business with clients or with your customers, you're gonna be like a tire that's deflating. Like you go on the highway and you hit a nail like that, slowly deflating. After so many miles, that tire's flat. You're going flat out. So you got to understand, identify what your strengths are. My strength is customer service. I literally had about 5-7 jobs before I started my own company. They all entailed customer service. He tried to put me on the food line, making sandwiches. It took me too long because I like things to look, perfect. So I realized customer service and dealing with people, that's my thing. Even whenever I was working jobs, people would come to me with their problems. I was like, man, I wanted to be a motivational speaker. I wanted to be a life coach. But then I thought, no, I don't want to be one of those guys that has that title if I haven't even done anything yet. And I was 17, 18 years old at the time. Now I'm 25 and, of course, I built and still building my arsenal with companies that I'm a part of and just products that we're building. And that's the thing. It's back to what I'm really hitting at here is you have to understand what your strengths are. If you don't know what your strengths are, then like my great friend AD, you probably can't go into any business and just be successful. I'm sorry, you just can't. You have to understand what you're great at. I am confident to say, like AD, no matter what business I go into, I know for a fact their customer service and the way they treat their clients or their just customers in general is going to 10x because I know that's what I'm great at. I'm great at telling it straight to people in a way that's very just extremely genuine and it hits their heart. That's one of my strengths. And the thing is, you don't have to know all your strengths. You just have to know those first couple, even if it's just one. A couple to few, okay? I always like saying a couple to few. If you have a couple to few strengths that you are aware of, focus on that. Because when you focus on that, you're going to attract so many great things. Let me tell you, a lot of people in their lives simply are miserable because they're focusing on what doesn't make them happy, and they're focusing on their weaknesses for a simple, oh, you made $1,000 this week, for a simple paycheck. Yet you would be a lot happier if you focus on your, oh, I don't get paid, Nate. I didn't get paid at first. Nobody paid me when I was door knocking in DC, Miami, sweating my tail off, 100-degree weather, humidity. Nobody paid me for that. But lo and behold, at the time, I didn't really understand the whole energy, vibration. But the reps that I was putting in, just like the reps at the gym, with me putting those reps in, I reap what I sow. Whatever you put into something, you will get something out of it. Chances are it's probably not going to be immediate. Probably won't be in a week. Maybe a month. Maybe not even a year. Maybe not even 3 years. But what if it came in 5 years? What if? What if you're 20 years old right now and you're watching this? In the next 5 years, it would be a roller coaster for you. You would be pretty much next to having nothing financially. You go through it. I mean, listen, you would, at the end of 5 years, have gray hair, starting to get gray hair. But at the end of those 5 years, what you consider as making it, you did it. And you're doing it. Would you do it? 5 years. Here's the catch. You don't know if you're going to, or where you're going to be at the end of those 5 years. That's the catch. And that catch right there is what makes people stop and just quit altogether with where it is that they truly want to go. Because there's not a guaranteed plan in place. Ladies and gentlemen, there will never be a guaranteed plan in place. There's only one person that knows that. That's God himself. Some of you might say the universe, Mother Nature, the forces, okay? There's only one person, one vibration that knows that. You don't know where you're going, but if you stay consistent and you stay consistent with what you're passionate at and what you're great at and what your strengths are, I guarantee you, in due time, your time's coming. Okay? So again, identify what your strengths are. If you don't know what your strengths are, I encourage you, take some time, figure it out what you're great at, figure out what you're passionate about, figure out what you can make some damn money in, okay? Let's get to work. Let's get to work, man. Come on.